Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your November 2023 general monthly reading. Sorry, guys. A little bit of a rough start here. Here we go. November 2023 general monthly reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys for being here. Let's tap into your energy for the month ahead. As always, I really do appreciate each and every one of you so much. And I want to thank you all for your support. Look at that. Okay. First major arcana in your reading. Remember to give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Wow. Okay, 2 of them. And if you're not following me over on Instagram, you can find me at Virgo Angel Tarot, where I'll be posting additional content. And I will also be posting when I've got openings, new appointments available, and if I will be anywhere in person. My goodness. Let's get to your reading here. You've got 3 major arcana so far. Yep, 3. Temperance, Hanged Man, the Hierophant. I absolutely love that you have the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups here. That is your happy life, happy home life, happily ever after, being able to create a beautiful life for yourself. However, the 3 of Swords is a little concerning. There's some disappointments here. It feels like an emotional disappointment in your marriage, in your partnership. Perhaps things not working out the way you had anticipated. You have the 8 of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles here. It's telling me that you were expecting some fast results. Perhaps if this is a new relationship, maybe some of you were expecting a committed commitment between the 2 of you right off the bat. I'm also feeling that for some of you, if you were talking to someone, like you were in the talking stage, maybe had met up for a couple little dates, but it never really went anywhere like super serious. It's feeling like they're kind of like that feeling is kind of fizzling away. Okay, so it just feels like there's a lot that's going on in this person's life, because you've got the Hanged Man here. Whether this is you or them, there is this feeling of knowing what you want for your future, but not feeling like it's attainable at this moment. You know that it's going to take quite a bit of a journey to get to where you want to be. Again, this could be your energy or the other person's energy, the person that you're interested in, because they could have a lot going on in their life. And I feel like the idea, or, they have this wonderful idea or want or would love to have, right? Long-term commitment, living together, happy family, partnership, marriage, purchasing a home, the big relationship stuff. The 4 of Wands is, your 1111 card. So maybe that date, especially since we are in the month of November, could be important to you. Also the number of synchronicities, master number 11. Whatever this is that you have been wanting for yourself, if this was marriage, relationship, I feel like some of you really want someone to be fully committed to you. Like no more wavering, no more iffiness, no more inconsistencies. Like you're tired of waiting. You want this person to get with the program or you're done, right? I do feel like if there was a point in your life where you were like okay with just going with the flow and letting things evolve and grow naturally, you're like, okay, but now it's been a little bit of a long time, so I'm going to bring up the topic of marriage, relationship, children, moving in together, plans for the future. What do they see? What do they envision? And then if you don't see yourself in their plans when they're speaking about it, I feel like there is this feeling of, okay, so maybe I'm not exactly a part of their life the way I thought I was. So I feel like there's a little bit of this like doubt and second guessing here. It just feels very strongly that one of you, whether it's you or them, is very much in the planning phase, is very much in the getting my life, my shit, my money, my career, my house, my life together phase, okay? For some, it could be, making sure that they are in a good place financially, that they're financially set. They could have a very demanding job. This could be, making time for you obviously according to them. And if you're not available, you're not available. And they're feeling like they're not really pursuing you beyond that, if that makes sense. Okay. So it feels like this person is telling you and sometimes showing you that they're super interested, maybe even thinking of, you know, long-term committed marriage, relationship, union, happy family, children, you know, growing or expanding your family, combining family, right? Blended families, I should say. But it does feel like they're, I hate to say it, but it feels like someone here is saying, you know, I really like you. You know, I have a lot of fun with you, or I feel like we have a lot going on, but I'm really focused on this. And so it's not really the response that you were hoping for. So that Three of Swords could be, you know, that not hearing exactly what you wanted to hear, right? The sadness, the disappointment. It could also be that they're saying, I'm not looking for anything serious. It is no joke, literally 11:11 on my clock. Oh my God. So you have the 11:11 and 11:11 on my clock here. So clearly that's going to be synchronistic for you. You could have plans with this person on 11:11. I do feel that it's kind of like them telling you, I don't want to move fast. I want to take my time. And if you've been seeing each other for quite some time, that's really not what you want to hear. You want to hear, I feel like some of you are really wanting to hear a more committed promise of commitment. But it feels as though they're still kind of like, yeah, I'm not there yet. And you're wondering what gives. I'm not getting any younger. You know what I mean? It also feels as though like if there is talk about children or, you know, expanding the family, there's also like the thought of a ticking clock, right? So, well, if we wait any longer, there's not going to be any kids here. You know what I mean? There could be concerns with that. Or the two of you already have your own children, and there is this feeling of wanting. Oh, wow. There is a cricket on my wall right above. Right above your reading. Well, crickets are good luck. So we'll see if it lands on your reading here. That's crazy. I've never had a cricket in my room. Okay, sorry for the distraction. Oh, geez, it's going to bug me. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had a cricket in my room. Okay. It was going to distract me because it was literally right in front of me. Okay, I don't even know where I left off. Anyway, I do feel like for some of you, you're kind of at a point in your life where you really want things to pick up the pace. I think you've already had those conversations, those inclinations where you've opened up the conversation to, we've been seeing each other, talking about this, dating. Maybe this should be progressing. I really want things to kind of move a little faster. I want to see where this goes. I feel like you've invested a lot of time, energy, effort, emotional energy into this. And I'm hearing you're really hoping for an offer. You're really hoping for good news. You're really hoping for someone to pop the question. Now, for some of you, I know this is going to sound a little weird. For some of you, you may actually receive an offer, but it's not really the offer that you wanted, right? Maybe you're hoping for an engagement ring. Maybe you're hoping for a serious commitment of sorts. And they're like, oh, well, here's a promise ring. Let's move in together. And you're just like, I'm not trying to live in an apartment. I want to buy a home. I want to build and grow with someone, you know? I feel like there is that feeling there of both of you somewhat wanting the same things, but on different timelines, right? So one of you wants to move a whole lot faster or wants to be way more ahead of the game than where you are at this moment. So the disappointing energy could come from that. Let me pull one card for the Three of Swords here. Could be if you're already married, there's some sort of disappointment with your partner. or spouse. Feeling, someone here is feeling neglected, like they're not, maybe not spending enough time with you, or vice versa. You're not, you know, they're saying you're not spending enough time with them. They're feeling like, yeah, there is this energy of needs not being met, okay? And so, Six of Swords, it's like things are calm and you want to stay in this energy of being calm, or you're moving towards something that's a little bit more calm and soothing and relaxing and wanting to get away. For some of you, you may be getting away to travel. The heartache, the heartbreak, the disappointment, the sadness could be that the travel has unexpected delays. There could be hiccups when it comes to travel planning, or, you know, flights getting canceled, things of that nature could have happened. Could be happening as well. Maybe there is a stressful situation as you embark on this journey, you know? Yeah, for some of you, you may have to cancel travel plans, or they've been canceled on you. Something comes up, there's been misinformation, or... So if you were planning on traveling to attend a wedding, a marriage, a celebration, there is something coming to an end when it comes to that. So a travel delay, you know, perhaps the wedding or the celebration being canceled. There is something here about wanting to get away, but then not being able to, or wanting to make an offer, wanting to have an offer being made, but not quite getting there. Okay, the Ten of Swords is like the dead, done, over with card. So there is something here that comes to an end, whether this is the slowly moving towards commitment that eventually, for some of you, I do see picking up pace. Again, it feels as though one of you feels like there's already been enough invested in this connection that you want to show more for it, right? So if this is years of dating, of seeing each other, of off and on, or whatever your commitment is to each other, if this has been years, it's like, yeah, I don't want just a promise ring. I don't want like, oh, I have a key to your house, right? Yay, you trust me. I want more than that. And I feel like someone is saying that or hearing that, okay? So yeah, I feel like there's this importance of making sure that this is a level playing field partnership, that they're being, you know, respected and seen and loved as an equal partnership here. But there's also this energy of wanting to be nurtured and cared for and supported and being there for each other. And I know Geminis tend to have a little bit more of an analytical and logical sense when it comes to their communication. Sometimes they may fall a little bit short on the warmth side if they're more of a serious and monotone air sign. Not everyone's like that. I'm not making like a complete judgment on all air signs, right? But you know, the King of Swords, which is like your card here, even though it's not here, it is the card of like someone who's a little bit more serious, a little bit more reserved, you know. You can come across a bit cold as well. And there's this energy of wanting to have more love, more warmth, and more playfulness between the two of you, or the children, or the family, or whatever this is. Now, if you're married, I feel like there is this feeling of distance between the two of you. And it feels as though there could be physical distance, like someone has had to travel. And there is this fear of distance between you, making you feel even more detached, even more separated. Or it almost finalizes that feeling of, well, why are we still together? You know, what if you didn't miss me while you were gone, then what is the point of us staying together? Like, those are the things that are being questioned here. Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. So you have 10-10 here. you know, finality, end of a chapter here. So you could be seeing those numbers synchronistically. Again, I mentioned earlier the 1111 has also come up for you. So that's very strong. It was on my clock. You have the Four of Wands here, which is like, you know, most readers call it the 1111 card. And so Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but it could be you, Gemini. You know, I feel like you're being very blunt and matter of fact about what your expectations are moving forward. And you know, if you've already put in a lot of years, time, energy, effort, and you feel like it's not being reciprocated, you're like, I'll be damned if I continue pouring into this connection that's barely even a committed connection. You know, like, what are the expectations here for Gemini? Equal give and take. Equal give and take. It cannot be one-sided. It cannot be one person being more affectionate than the other. It has to be reciprocity. There has to be this feeling of, I don't want to be the one that's leading this relationship, that is making all the decisions in this relationship. I don't want to be the one that has to initiate everything. And yes, everything. Okay, so I feel like that conversation has come up or will be coming up, because there's a little bit of that tinge of resentment, and you know, also like hopeful that things will make a more positive turn. I saw the Wheel of Fortune as I was saying that. I know it's not here, but I do see that there in my mind's eye. So let's see what your energy oracle is. The card of attachment. I want to say Libra just had that card. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Love it. This need for you to be very, very grounded, and adjacent possibilities. The card of the attachment, you know, says that there is a specific way that you want things to be. You're very attached to a specific outcome. You're very attached to a specific lifestyle. You're very attached to an idea that you've adopted, right? So if that is, we've been seeing each other for a year or two or 10, and I expect to be married, there's this attachment to wanting the perfect proposal, the perfect ring, the perfect whatever, right? But there's also this ideology from the other side that they're also very attached to. So two people attached to their own viewpoints and not coming together in any type of compromise or any type of meeting of the minds isn't really going to get anywhere, right? So there's this feeling of needing to take off the mask, see things for what they truly are, kind of be just being very open and honest with each other and being vulnerable with each other and letting your guard down, because I feel like someone here is being very, very dead set stubborn. No, this is how I want it and you better do it this way, right? Or this is what I expect from you. And I feel like this person is either going to feel like cornered, like they have to give that to you, but you never want to force someone or back someone into a corner to give you what you want. There should be this equality in you both wanting the same thing, and you both very naturally being able to meet each other in that moment, right? The first chakra, Archangel Michael, is here. Really, if you feel like you've needed a little guidance and a little grounding, feeling like maybe you have felt like there's been an imbalance moving forward. For some of you, it's like, I feel like you're acknowledging that you should probably be in a better place, or acknowledging that, yeah, they're right. We've been seeing each other for a long time, and I know, but there's something that's just telling me that maybe we shouldn't be moving in together, that we shouldn't get married, and it's whatever it is that's bringing in that doubt. Archangel Michael here is saying, listen, there is a need for you to get grounded. If you've got fears that are holding you back, that are bringing in self-doubt, ask Archangel Michael to use that sword to cut away the fears, the scary times, I just heard the horror. Why the horror? Did you have a horrible experienced in the past, or you've witnessed something in horror when it comes to commitment and relationship. There are other possibilities when it comes to commitment, when it comes to offering commitment. If this is in love, if this is in work, if some of you are with someone because that's what it's been for the time being, and they're really trying to push you into a commitment, and like that's just not the one, but you haven't fully let them go, or you haven't walked away, or you haven't like figured anything out, like, okay, why am I still with this person? Like, something's keeping me here, but I know they're not the one, so why am I here? I feel like there are other reasons behind it. Maybe some of you have a fear of loneliness, some of you have a fear of commitment, some of you have a fear of whatever it is, fill in the blank. The adjacent possibilities here is saying there are other options here that you haven't yet considered that could be opening up for you, or have already opened up for you, that you really need to consider before making any major life decisions. So let's see what the healing with the angels comes up. New beginnings. I'm telling you, you have other options here, other possibilities, but the new beginnings can also be a new beginning in marriage, a new beginning in love, a new relationship. Maybe you go from dating to full-on commitment. That is a new beginning. Self-acceptance. Some of you have self-doubts about what you can offer someone, whether or not you can make someone happy, about whether or not you've got what it takes to be someone who is worthy or trustworthy of a commitment. Okay, I don't know why someone is doubting themselves if they've been so fearful to be in a committed relationship that they make stupid decisions and choices to get out of a committed relationship. I could see why there's a little bit of fear there. But this feels like there are certain issues that really need to be worked out, like maybe in therapy, in counseling, or just really open and honest communication with your partner, okay? Let's be on the same page here, Gemini. So you do have the card of new beginnings. New beginnings, again, can be in love. Could be a next level part of your relationship. This can also be just you've decided that perhaps you've come to the realization that the person that you've been dating, seeing, or been with is just not the one. And so you're now seeing that there could be other possibilities here for you. I just keep hearing that a lot of you really need to be in this very grounded energy. You could be very heady in your head, thinking and overthinking, especially because you're an air sign. So sometimes it feels like head in the clouds energy. So there could be a little bit of overthinking with daydreamy energy. And so Archangel Michael is saying, listen, let's bring you back down to earth. Okay, let's get you grounded. You've got a lot going on around you. And so if you know that you are in not the perfect relationship for you, that you don't see a future with someone, the card of truth and integrity is here. Your spirit guides, guardian angels are, saying, hey, listen, if you know that this isn't the one, release them so that the one for them can find them and the one for you can find you. And make sure that you do allow yourself an opportunity to make, truthful, integral decisions moving towards, moving in that way, so that you're not misleading someone, okay? Or someone's not feeling misled, okay? You also have the card of self-acceptance. I forgot, I gotta cover those up. Okay, so the card of self-acceptance. There is something about you at this time that you're maybe worried about. If you're like a single parent, maybe, you've got some health issues that you're worried about, that maybe someone's not going to accept you because you haven't fully accepted where you are at this time. I'm also feeling that for some of you, maybe there is a little bit of guilt or shame about where you're at in your life, and maybe not being as proud of yourself as you should be. Pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hand, be proud of yourself. Every small step, every big step, every leap and bound, whatever it is, it should be something that you hold with pride. Okay, Gemini? let's not lose focus here on what's important. And you know, you are important, you are worthy, and what you desire, what you want, what you need, that is also important. And so if you find yourself in a difficult situation where maybe you're no longer happy, or maybe you're feeling pressured, or you're pressuring someone else, or you know, if you feel like you need to pressure someone else, then clearly you're not in the right connection that is meeting you where you need to be met. So, is forcing someone to give you what you want the right answer? Okay, I'm going to leave you with that, Gemini. This is your reading. We'll see what your bonus or your mid-month has in store for you. I'm going to do additional content, additional readings in the shorts and over on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, it is at Virgo Angel Tarot. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys soon. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box down below. And I will also be posting up on Instagram when I open up additional appointments, because I open them up maybe like once a month. I don't have them open regularly. It just depends on my schedule and my content schedule as well. And I try to fit you guys in whenever I can. So Gemini, thank you all so much, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.